Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, so I think I'm the only one out of us three who didn't grow up in the United States of America. And just to give a quick background, me and my family moved here in 2010 because of my mother's job. And today I brought my baby book. So I know a lot of you must have had your baby book at some point, and they have all these templates like asking you, oh, how does the baby sleep, and how's the development of the baby. And after I got out of my baby phase, I started writing my own book. It's not really a physical book, but it's just like a mental book, I guess. But it still has the preset template because I lived there in Indonesia, and everything was like set up, and I had nannies and I had friends there. It was all amazing. But yeah, I see my life as like these books. And when my mother called me saying that we were moving to the US, two feelings struck me at the same time. Very excited and anxious. Very, very anxious. I had lots of friends there, and I'm just gonna leave them. And like, my family were there, and it's just gonna be different. Like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I just think that after I step my foot on that plane, the next page of my book will be blank. It'll be as white as snow. And like I said, I had no short-term expectations when we moved, and I just thought of it this way. I was given a clean slate, and I can start any way I wanted. I just knew that America is the land of opportunity. There must be tons of opportunities for me, new experience, new friends, but I just didn't quite know how to do that all over again, starting from zero. So I figured maybe my life would probably like one of those movies like Gossip Girl or Victorious or anything fun like that. But it didn't quite happen like that because all of a sudden making friends was so hard. I don't know why. It became really hard for me. And every time everyone sat around me, I would like rehearse what to say. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I mean, I didn't want to make a fool out of myself, or I just don't want them to think I'm like this weird new foreign kid like from nowhere. I don't know. And but after a while, it all became natural. I somehow found my niche, and I found people I was comfortable hanging around with. And also, other than friend making, I also needed to adjust like my lifestyle and language to how Americans are, because, well, I can't speak Indonesians anymore. And you know how I told you I used to have nannies and all that stuff? Yeah, cleaning and cooking. I have to do that all by myself. Sometimes I need to do it for my brother. But yeah, and also at that time I haven't been able to drive yet, so I would have to take public transportation. So I have to wait around for the buses, and it was just like a small struggle. It wasn't really like a real world struggle or anything. But there's one common thing in between all those hardships that I had, the ones that I had to adjust with here. The anxiety that killed me. I was just really anxious, and like everywhere I go, I was nervous. Like, what's gonna happen now? Like, am I gonna do great on this? Am I gonna do bad? Or what's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know this place. Well, I didn't know. Now I kind of know a little bit. But yeah, the anxiety. And now this reminds me of Moses. You know how he was really anxious about leading the people from Egypt to to the new promised land, and I see America as the promised land that God promised to us. And it's just full of opportunities and new experience. And I know that Moses was really anxious, just like I was when I moved here, but God helped him. And all of the Israelites got there safely, and they got to the promised land, just like we did. And just to close this sermonette, I got this verse from Psalm chapter 55, verse 22, and it says, "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous fail." He never let us fail. And, well, now I'm standing here, I have no worries. I'm in college, and all my doubts and anxiety was all gone because I have God with me. Amen.